SASSY Man era. Okay, I see. This one looks like it's gonna be a banger, low-key, bro. Let's go.
As a man, according to the internet's new rules, you officially get categorized as two groups nowadays. You're either Group A.
Don't forget, I'm invincible.
Or you're either Group B.
Alright guys, on 3 we're gonna take a boomerang. We're gonna shake our mouth. So 1, 2, 3.
You're stupid, bro.
And I speak for all men when I say we only classify as these and it's impossible to fit another category. Anyway.
Bro, that's kind of facts though. Like, you're either a David Goggins lover, you're either that guy, you're either red pilled or blue pilled, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's no in between, bro. What, you took the grey pill, G? Then what? What's that? Yeah, you're either obsessed with David Goggins and that you're about that red pill, bro, or you like a normal human being basically, and you don't. Nah, but I can't lie. Yeah, bro, that's the two classifications of guys. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
Y'all, the talk of the interweb for the past couple of years has been that men are getting quote-unquote soft. But it's been really ramping up from last year to now when people have been talking more about it. And the majority of the time, the main people saying this are men online, obviously. Whether it just be a comment on a post, an alpha male podcaster saying humanity is falling because of it. But another category of people that I also haven't seen mentioned that say it too is women online. I always have to say this because people are sped. Not all women are like that and say men need to be more manly and less sassy online. But usually the people I see mentioned that say it are the alpha gurus and male podcasters. And I don't usually see women mentioned in the conversation.
Nah, I have heard a lot of talk about the SASSY Man epidemic, bro. I have heard a lot about it. Yeah, I heard that they've been on the rise. They have been on the rise, bro. Because Andrew Tate came and he sort of like, if you started moving sideways, instantly you'd get shut down. You get me? He raised sort of the standards for a while artificially, but now it's like back to normal, bro. Like the levels of sass, it's like unless you're walking out with a purse, I think you're kind of moving. Not moving wavy. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, it's up for interpretation, I guess, bro. I don't know.
They have another name for it too. They call it the quote-unquote
Apocalypse.
SASSY Man Apocalypse. And how it works is it'll be a man posting something on TikTok of them doing a more feminine-like activity. Could be something like doing Pilates. And before someone's like, huh, well, Tommy, those are perfectly normal activities that any gender can— Shut up! Calm your ass down. This ain't a Twitter comment section. We all know anyone can do these activities. Like, I don't have to explain when I say a feminine—
Anyone can, but not everyone should, bro. If you're a man doing Pilates, bro, yeah, you need some of that red pill, bro. Like, take a quarter of a red pill, G. I think it will put you on the right path. Because you're moving a little too— You're past the blue pill, my brother. You're moving a bit pink pill, you get what I'm saying? You're on that pink pill, my G. You're moving a bit breezy.
Activity. And whenever a man posts him doing one of these activities, you'll at least get a couple of people in the comments saying, why is he acting so zesty or sassy? And it don't even gotta be something crazy for real. Like, a man could record himself and be drinking matcha in the video, and you'll have some people in the comments like, yo bro, that's a little zesty. Why are you getting matcha and not pure black coffee? What am I gonna do with all these sass—
Nah, I can't lie, bro. It depends though. Matcha is either both ways. You can either be an intellectual drinking matcha, or you can be a little zesty youth drinking matcha. Yeah, it can go both ways, bro. It depends on how you're drinking it. If you're sipping it casually, and you're on your intellectual shit with your quarter zip, say less, my G. Man's an intellectual. He's an intellect. He is a scholar. He is an academic. If you got up, brother, that's— oh my god, I can't go without my matcha. You need help. You need some Andrew Tate in your life, my G. You need some David Goggins, bruv. You need some boats to carry, my G. Hell no.
See men around, like, why are you drinking the girly drinks? As a man on the internet, if you post you doing something like that, you really won't win. If you post you doing something slightly perceived as a feminine thing, you'll get hate from men and women. And I think this whole thing stems from older generations. Since Gen Z and before was raised by older generations that usually followed the traditional ways, a lot of us have carried these ways to our adulthoods. And you can pick out
Yo, these clips funny as fuck, bro. W edits, bro. W edits.
Been bad between the things that we were taught compared to now. I'm not here to be a therapist and get everyone's perspective on how that lifestyle's affected them for good or bad. There's traditional things that work for some people and some don't, simple as that. But there's definitely things we can all universally agree on that they were low-key tripping over as men back in the day. Looking back at it, I couldn't live as a man like 20 to 30 years ago. Because you had to be boring as and fit in or your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example is like wearing pink. Back then, then would not dare to touch the color pink because they knew if they did, they would probably get roasted by their friends or their family would think they're zesty. Shoot, up until my elementary school years, we still had that mindset. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change. And even something like
bro, pink does go hard, but if you're going out in pink, you're trying to prove something, you're trying to make a statement, and that statement is either I'm out the closet or I'm confident. You get what I'm saying? But it's a bit fruity, bro. Like, why are you dressed in pink, bro? Like, there's like for how many colors, bro? Why'd you pick pink? Like, that's the one color you get like flamed for. Why'd you pick that, G? Trying to make a statement, bro. Like fashion statements, you gotta. Like, I have the right to assume that you are a bit zesty, bro. I don't know.
skincare. Bro, you couldn't even take care of your skin without a potentially giving you the gay allegations. Men low-key lived like cavemen back then. A lot of the fashion we wear too nowadays, they would think is zesty back then. You couldn't even put that on without getting the allegations. Like, it was just crazy. And I think the good thing about our generation is we're saying basic like, you can actually dress good and wash your face can happen without you getting the zesty allegations or being made fun of by your friends. But clearly some people are still entrenched into that old mindset. You got people like FitX Fearless, who I'm sure some of y'all have heard of, but if you don't know, he's another one of those alpha gurus who has his own course on how to become rich and handsome. And people actually pay to get advice on how to improve their looks from him.
Like these girls, they want Duke Dennis, they don't want me. It's not fair.
Dude, let me guess. Bro, Somali? I 100% accuracy. My Somali radar's never off, bro. This brother's Somali. I already know, bro.
Oh, shut the hell up.
They want the drill rich guy. They want everything. They don't want a regular drill.
He built himself. Ain't nobody gave that dude shit. He built himself. You motherfucker every dude at the finish line and be like, oh, why do women want him? Because he tried.
And he's one of those people I feel like that holds the traditional mindset from the past completely. Because he's always complaining about the new generation and the styles people are rocking now. Like, he just hates any man that wears something baggy and thinks it looks...
Yeah, well, this maneuver ain't straight, bro. You can't convince me. This is the zesty man epidemic, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? This is straight zestball activities. You are fruity as hell. You moving fruity, my G. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But you gotta admit that this shit is zesty, bro. It's an epidemic. It's happening all over our generation, bruv. Testicles shrinking because of shit like this, bruv. I ask, what are you doing, Jay? Fuck it up.
Childish. And he has multiple videos of him saying it makes you look homeless and dumb.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all dress like little kids. I don't care what anybody say, bro. The classy man is always the best looking man. No,
bro, this guy, that was a full face of makeup. What are we doing?
Bro, the classy...
Bro, axe. Nah. Bro, even the masculine ones are becoming zesty, G. This is all on the internet, by the way. I ain't seen no zesty youths in real life, bro. But I mean... Hey, it's all for entertainment, bro. I don't actually think that we should stop attacking people that are wearing pink, bruv. But that's a full face of makeup, bruv. You're out here acting like you. This guy's supposed to be the red pill leader. What's next, bro? Gee, we're fucked.
Man is always the best looking man. Nobody could beat that guy. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I don't give a damn about no new trends, these baggy clothes bullshit that you idiots think look cool. You don't look like a man. I don't give a damn what you think. Stop wearing baggy clothes that make you look homeless. The losers on the internet want you to believe that a guy who dressed classy, guy who wears fitted clothes, something is wrong with him. Not the guy who looks homeless and wears baggy clothes that is quote unquote comfortable. The problem with this is you don't command respect with your image.
I'm sorry, bro. But I'm not trying to look like the Rock from the 90s every time I step out the house. Or dress like I'm going to a wedding every day. Some occasions deserve the fitted clothes.
Bro, but that shirt is so fruity. Like, what are we talking about?
Deserve like the Rock from the 90s every time I step out the house.
Like,
or dress like
are we dead ass? This is fruity as hell. You're dressed like my grandma, bro. You dressed like my grandma. On God, bro. Like, you moving bare fruity with this shit. The LV... This guy is supposed to be representing the red pill. I find someone better in my life. What the fuck is this? He's moving bare fruity, bro.
Going to a wedding every day. Some
bro, he's confused.
Asians deserve the fitted clothes and some deserve the baggy clothes. That's all it is. Because fashion has always been the one thing that's progressed and changed depending on its time. So why would you want to stay one style forever without trying different things? If people treated fashion like his thinking forever, then we'd still be wearing those 1800s outfits. This is the type of thinking.
Those were hard. The yellow tights back then they used to wear. On my life, bring that back. Bring that back. I want to see bare dudes in yellow. Okay, I'm joking, bro. What the fuck? They had no drip back then. What are we on about?
Older generations still have them. Like, he low-key gives me the vibes of what a woman in her 50s would dream as their one-night stand. Universally with fashion, though, I think we've all been way more open to changing up things in our generation. I mean, in 2017, we're dressing like this, and we realized, alright, we gotta change this up. But then you go out actually putting that on, and you're gonna have some older family member side-eyeing you, thinking you might swing the other way because you wanted to dress nice. A thing you'll hear some women say online is the phrase, men used to go to war. And it's used as an insult online, usually when it's a man doing something perceived more feminine. When I say perceived more feminine too, it really doesn't even have to be that. It could just be him doing something fun. It's to the point where some of them will literally record random men in public to make fun of them for it.
Like, fuck are we okay, this is brazy. But fuck are we talking about men used to go to war, bro? Shut your bitch ass up. Don't let me get started on what women used to do, bro. Like, fucking hell, what a shit argument, bro. Men used to go to war. Fuck are we talking about, bro? What am I supposed to do with that information? Just stop living life and go to Afghanistan, bro. Stop beefing with some Afghanis. Are you mad? I shush, bro. All my life, shush. You want to go back to the past, yeah? You want to go back? Oh no, I don't think you do, babe. Well, go on. He is bare fruity, bro. See, it's all about how you drink it. It's not about the matcha. It's about how you drink in the matcha. That was fruity, bro. He was too happy, bro. You can't be happy as a guy, bro.
Like, all bro did in the first video was drink
that
a
is
frappe
fruity.
he bought
He's
with
too
his
happy,
hard-earned
bro.
money. And all they did in the other was take a picture at a staircase. And by the way, there's a more than 100% chance men built those stairs. So I'd be damned as a man if I can't take pictures of something I build. I'll take a million pictures if I want to. The whole men used to go to war thing doesn't make sense to me because, for one, millions of men still do go to war all over the world. Like, do you not read the news or something? There's about a war started every week nowadays. And for the men at war in the past, do you think they actually wanted to be there? Men had zero choice but to be in the war. They would literally draft your name out of a hat and you had to be in the field. Or your ass was getting sent to prison to eternally be a named Bubba's prison wife. Also, there's a lot of countries where men around the world are still required to be in the military. Like in South Korea, BTS had to stop for a while because some of the members had to do their mandatory military service. And this type of president to me probably isn't the best thing to set, because if y'all really do want it to go back to men
Oh, bro, I bet they came back and their voice was deeper, bro. They stopped doing them little zesty dances, bro. They started selling, instead of selling them glow lights, they started selling military tactical gear, bro. I can't, like, send the K-pop guys to war, bro. Just let the K-pop, let the musicians fight, bro. Them little zesty ass youths, bro. They'll start pulling hair. Just stop shooting each other. But fucking hell, you know what it is, though? I might be getting drafted soon on my life. Shit, that's deep, bro. I might be getting drafted soon. Fuck, I need to actually research it. Because if I land, then they just pull me aside and be like, yeah, you're gonna go die for this country now. Who? Who? Hell no. Hell no. Yo, trust me, yo. Let me play. Give me a PlayStation controller and let me control some AI, bro. Let me control a robot. Oh my god. On my life, bro. I'll drop every one of them youths, bro. Give me like a control of a tank and like plug it into a PlayStation controller, bro. On my life, wouldn't miss a guy, bro. Wouldn't miss a youth.
Wars and stuff. As a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're getting sent on your way to serve your duties. Then be prepared as a woman. If you don't cook for your husband one day, you and the children got a 50% chance of getting beat that night. Because that's what the older generations of men did. Like, I really don't think you want to be in that generation. And then you go in the comment sections of these videos, and it's women saying things like, men are so princessy now, or so many princesses. I also get confused by this too, because isn't it mainly women saying men need to be more tapped in their emotions? Like, for decades, the complaint has always been that men...
I love this Eminem clip, bro. I love when Eminem used to be just a stone figure, bro. Now he's more human. I liked when Eminem was... Why was that so zesty, bro? Why did I say it like that? Fuck, this video's affecting me, bro. The blue-pilled energy is affecting me. But I loved when Eminem was just a stone statue, bro. Look at this guy. It doesn't look real, bro. He genuinely doesn't look real. What the fuck? He looks like AI before AI came out, bro.
Are so emotionless and never like to express themselves.
Looks like he shed his skin, bro.
It's true a lot of times. You try to talk to any man over 60 about mental health or therapy and they go, mental health? My mental health was working 128-hour work weeks at 10 years old and walking 5 miles to school after and then walking 5 miles back to finish the day. Then going on my grandpa's boat and fishing 5 fish a day for the entire family to eat.
Oh my god, but they be exaggerating so hard, bro. Like, ain't no one's gramps used to fucking climb mountains to go to school. That's some bullshit. On my life, that's some bullshit. They just be exaggerating for no reason. And you bet when I'm gramps, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Fuck, you know how much I had to struggle to go to school. I didn't have to do shit, gang. I'm just gonna be exaggerating the fuck. Who's gonna fact check, bro? Who's gonna fact check? I'm just gonna be saying bad bullshit, bro. Acting like I'm some blue collar redneck fucking hell yeah, bro. Chatting shit, bro.
Mental health is something you made up after the 2000s. That was my impression of a blue collar worker. Then when men nowadays actually try to...
Hold on, is redneck an insult? If it is, or some racial slur or some shit, I didn't know. If it is, I'm too lazy to edit it out. I'm not sure. I don't think it is, though.
Express themselves were sassy and princesses. This just shows me that a lot of y'all saying this will say one thing online, then act completely different when it comes to actual situations. Now, I obviously don't think all the women saying men used to go to war are serious and they're just joking, but it's one of those things where it's so many people saying it, everyone can't be joking about it. I didn't realize this until I grew up, but in our generation, there's still a ton of women that want to live that more traditional lifestyle. Because all you would see on ads and online for years, it was all about independence for women and living that lifestyle, which if it works for you, that's amazing, you know, I don't got no complaints. But then as I grew up and would ask the women around in my life what they wanted for the future, you know, when I became college age and everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, I would hear a surprising amount of them saying the more traditional thing and maybe working a side job just so they're not bored. Nothing wrong with that either. Should I know in the future for me, I'm gonna provide the best I can for whoever I'm with. As long as the relationship is healthy, it really shouldn't concern anyone. Then a couple of years ago, that thing blew up on TikTok called Trad Wives, where it's pretty much women talking about their traditional lifestyle and what they live like. Can this lifestyle turn into a toxic thing? Yes. But that's why you have to have a group of good people around you to tell you when it may be turning into that. You know, it can turn real quick from happily married with kids and living your dream lifestyle to you overcooking the chicken one day and getting RKO'd on the dining table. I think there is a
Chicken is cold, bitch. Bro, I remember that shit was funny as fuck, bro. That the Boondocks reference, bro. I'm not gonna put it in because I'm too fucking lazy, as I said, bro. But still subscribe, guys. I know I put no effort into this shit, but subscribe anyway. But it's like, bro, I swear down, like, yeah, you see that a lot. A lot of chicks now want to be like traditional and that, which is like, I ain't gonna say like, no, bro. Like, fuck yeah. Everyone doesn't want to have to work all their life, bro. Including guys, you want to have a business and automate it so you can make a lot of money and just retire, bro. Everyone wants to do that. It's basically being a traditional wife. It's basically just retiring, bro. So I guess I can't blame them, bro. You can't blame them. I'll fully support it, bro. I'll fully support it. And a guy wants to be in a position where he can give the woman he loves that life, bro.
Correlation of this type of lifestyle starting to trend more and more, and you know, men getting called sassy and zesty and online. You know, this is just my view, but I wasn't really seeing this ramp up like this.
Damn, bro, he's such a handsome man. His appeal is actually crazy, bro. Guy from The Office. I think it's because he's acted in The Office, bro. He's just such a lovable character. Anyway, bro. See, that was fruity as fuck. See, I like fruity more than zesty or any of those other fucking words. Just fruity, bro. You fruity.
Recently. People be forgetting, there's a large amount of women who also have the traditional mindset of thinking too. Anyways, to wrap everything up, as a man, you shouldn't be crashing out and angry over your girl asking you if you want to get a pedicure with her. And be worried you're gonna get perceived as sassy online if people see it. Maybe it's just the name. If they called it a manly feet cleaning, I wonder if more men would be open to doing it. Like, it's fine to take care of your skin and make sure you're looking right. And you can do all this while also doing the traditional, more manly stuff. Like locking in with the gym and lifting and providing for whoever you're with in life. I could just never take it serious if another person is trying to call me sassy online because of something. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time.
Fuck yeah, bro. Tommy NFLG, bro. NFG, bro. Fucking W YouTuber, man. Subscribe to me, subscribe to him. You already know I'm trying to get monetized, so let's make that happen, boys. Let's make that happen. If I become rich, bro, you already know the content's gonna go fucking crazy, bro. The content's gonna go fucking crazy. So subscribe, like, and you already know what it is, man. See ya, boys.